Ella could not read, could not hear, and was not allowed to speak in class, and yet she invented a surgery that saved the lives of thousands of dying infants. The early life of Helen Taussig was a constant struggle. Her challenges were anything but small. As a child, she battled severe dyslexia. Letters refused to form meaning, turning reading into an exhausting, painful task. Then, in her 20s, another sense began to fail her, her hearing. The world grew silent, and lectures turned into a distant, indecipherable hum. For a brilliant mind determined to enter medicine, these were catastrophic limitations. When she finally entered medical school in the 1920s, she met doors opened wide, but filled with deep prejudice. Institutions minimized her potential, treating her as an auditor who would never earn a degree. At Boston University, she was allowed to attend only on the condition that she remain in the background quiet, an invisible dot. But Helen Taussig refused to be erased. She taught herself to read lips and mastered the art of silent observation. She absorbed every lesson, studying with ferocious discipline to compensate for what she could not easily read or hear. Every barrier became a catalyst, every setback a reason to sharpen her remaining senses. By the 1940s, Dr. Taussig had become a central figure at Johns Hopkins Hospital, specializing in children's hearts, a field that, officially, did not yet exist. She witnessed a profound and recurring tragedy: the blue babies. These were infants born with complex congenital heart defects whose skin turned blue from a desperate lack of oxygen. They rarely survived more than a few days or weeks. There was no treatment, no promise of hope. Dr. Taussig could not accept this quiet death sentence. She developed a radical theory. What if the blood flow could be rerouted around the defective parts of the heart? It was an astonishing idea. Cardiac surgery was still primitive, and the thought of operating on the tiny, fragile hearts of newborns was considered impossible. She presented her innovative concept to a surgical team: the renowned surgeon Alfred Blalock and his surgical technician, Vivian Thomas. For years, this tireless trio refined and perfected a delicate, unprecedented technique. In 1944, they performed the first Blalock-Taussig shunt on a gravely ill infant named Eileen Saxon. The operation succeeded. Her bluish, oxygen-starved skin began to turn pink. She lived. News of the miracle spread quickly. Desperate parents traveled from across the country, bringing their blue babies to Johns Hopkins. Hallways once filled with children nearly certain to die became places of profound hope. Thousands of children who would have perished were given a second chance at life, all thanks to the woman who had once been told to stay.